Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Hi guys, I am Bhavana Bisht and welcome to the session. Okay, yes, so this is my photo, the one you see talking is also me. So I have been teaching, like I have been in the teaching field for the last 2.5 years, almost 3 now, and I've done my masters in botany. And let's begin. So up, like before we begin, like what are we going to do, ma'am? So we are going to start with the chapter carbon and its compounds. So I know that it was a very, you know, a very dicey chapter where we don't understand, but now most of it is deleted, right? Yes. So what do we do, ma'am? Ma'am, it has become very easy for us, but that easy is also sometimes a little bit of difficult, right? Yes. Hi, Ayush Kashyap. So first, before beginning, let's see, why is it necessary? Oh, necessary? No. Why is it in your benefit to join an academy? Yes. So guys, your subscription plan would go this way if you take subscription for 9 to 12. Yes. And for 18 months it is 20,000, for 12 months it is 15,000, for 6 months it is 10,000. And you would ask me, ma'am, I'm almost finishing my 10th standard, what should I do? I would suggest, if you don't plan on taking 11th and 12th, if you're not sure, but if you're sure about what you're gonna take, I suggest please enroll to a 3-year plan at least, because it would be the cheapest, guys. You understand, for 3 years you will get just 1,000 per month, and that is the cheapest and the most quality education that you're going to find anywhere. Yes, but if you still want just for 10 standard, because we are coming with the prime batches, we are coming with the revision series, test series, subjective test series, so you could go ahead for a 6-month subscription. Yes. So ma'am, why should I take the subscription? Because you have live classes, you have weekly quizzes, doubt solving classes, practice questions and test series, everything at your fingertips, guys. Absolutely correct. Oh ma'am, I hope everyone was a part of this creative corner, because you had the chance to win a free subscription. Yes. And if you're like, ma'am, ये तो होके चले गया now, what should we do? Don't worry, this slide is still there, because you still have the chance. Download the Unacademy app and you will get notified whenever we have such things going on. Okay. Next is, again, we have a different type of subscription plan which involves iconic subscription. Ma'am, you just told prescription subscription, and now what is this iconic? Bacha Bade. In iconic, you get personal mentor or teacher which is going to be with you 24/7, who is going to answer all of your doubts. Yes, a doubt solving, live doubt solving sessions, parent connect. OMG. Does your parent know how you're doing? No, right? They are quite aloof. अभी school में तो open house होते थे. They understand how my kid is doing, but parents will be like, यार online में मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? मेरा बच्चा कैसे करेगा? So parents, your worries is also out of the roof, because you will be also told कि why, how your child is doing. Then you have a study plan. I'm like, most of you are like, ma'am, we are not understanding how to study, how to go about it. For all of those things, you just need to do one thing: get an iconic subscription, and these are the plans for iconic subscription, guys. So let's move ahead. My mic is a little noisy. Okay. So these are some of the courses which are starting for CBSE 10th and class 9th also. So you can go ahead and grab the subscription. And this is one of the 9th standard prime batch. And I told you guys we will have things like creative corner coming every now and then, right? So what are you supposed to do? There, download the Unacademy app, start studying, because we have Unacademy Ascent with us. It is an all India championship which will be held on November 1, 2020. You can win scholarships worth rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh? No, ma'am, up to 5 lakhs. Absolutely correct. So, open your books because you have the chance to get a scholarship. Okay, ma'am, but still, if I want to know all about it in just one slide, then this is the slide for you. The ongoing batches, the upcoming batches, what are the prime batch, what is the precision batch, let's crack NCRE, and all of these classes do not have a language barrier, guys. अगर आपको हिंदी में समझना है तो आप हिंदी वाला language choose करते हैं. अगर आप English medium से belong करते हैं, you want to improve your English, you want to be more fluent in your English, go for English batches. Yes, so no language barrier. Whichever language you're comfortable in, that is available for you. Yes. So without any further waiting, I hope you got all the information that you required on how to join an academy, what are the benefits of joining an academy, and also, am I going to get any scholarships? So yes, you will get scholarships, guys. So let's move on. So it's a cute little video. Please have a look. Hi Bhumi Rao, hi Manav, hi Anurag, hi Ayush Kashyap, hi Vachapari. So, बहुत हो गए ना चपड़ चपड़. अब शुरू करें. Yes, so let's begin with our chapter carbon and its compound. But when I say carbon, what is the first thing that jumps into your mind, guys? What is the first thing that like zoom? Because for me, it's pollution. It's carbon dioxide. It's every other thing which is out there. But don't you also remember diamonds? Yeah, don't you even remember the pencil that you use? Because it has the lead which is made up of graphite, and graphite is a form of carbon. Yes, so let's see more into it. So put our thinking caps on. Yes, let's exhale. Whew, and let's begin. Yes. So chapter number 4, if you're confused कि बाबा chapter है कौन सा कार्बन, मैंने तो कभी इंडेक्स देखा ही नहीं मैम खोल के. So this chapter number 4, carbon and its carbon compounds, and first we will begin with bonding, because क्या है ना, like I am here, you are there, but will you attend my lectures? Will you like me? Until and unless you don't have any idea, you don't know me, we don't have a rapport between us. Are you going to know me? Are you going to know me better? No. In the same manner, if I want to study carbon, I want to study how carbon makes bonds. How does he make friends? Does he have a family, right? So all of these things will be only understood to us when we study about bonding, okay? So the first bonding that we generally see among the elements and the compounds is ionic bonding. Absolutely correct. But ma'am, what is this ionic bonding? Manav, charcoal pencil. Really? Either way. Okay, so let's begin. What is ionic bonding? So in ionic bonding, guys, there is complete transfer of electrons. What is complete transfer of electrons, man? I'll give you a very simple example. Do you miss your school, guys? Do you miss your schools? Like, you are just missing out on school, right? But I have passed out in school. I cannot go back to the school, right? So what I miss the most, I don't know what you miss the most, but if you miss something the most about school, you can let me know in the comment section. Yes, I would be delighted to hear and actually read them. Yes. So generally, school में क्या होता था ना कि you open your tiffin and you have something amazing, like roti bhaji तो रोज का होता था. Like if you bring sandwiches, if you bring gulab jamuns and something different, okay, something very एकदम mouth watering. So what used to happen? शेयरिंग वेयरिंग कुछ नहीं होता था, यू नो, एवरीबॉडी यूज्ड टू कम एंड बस हाथ झपट के लेके जाते थे, बराबर है कि नहीं? यस, सो दे आर जस्ट टेकिंग अवे योर टिफिन, दे आर नॉट इवन आस्किंग यू, या दे आर कंप्लीटली टेकिंग इट विद themselves. In the same manner, what do we have in ionic bonding? There is complete transfer of electrons. There is complete transfer of electrons. मतलब क्या कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को हम लात मार के निकाल देंगे, फिर वो दूसरे के पास जाके रह जाएगा. There will be no sharing, nothing. अब तुम्हारा था लेकिन अब वो हमारा है. Clear? So it is one complete transfer of electrons. Now let's see कि ये कौन करता है, किसके बीच में होता है. But before that, do you? Yes, Ayush Kashyap, you're absolutely right. But ये किसके बीच में होता है, guys? Where does this happen? So do you remember acid and base? Do you remember acid and base, guys? Yes. So acid and base, they were like, acid was like, I am greater than you. Base was like, no, I am greater than you. And when they actually came together and they were like, boom, let's see who is greater, who is better, right? And when they reacted with each other, we got what? We got salt and water. Ayo, pachka ho gaya. Yeah, there is nothing that we got here. So, but तो metals और non-metals में भी ऐसे ही था. आओ देखे किसमें कितना है दम. हाँ, बड़े उछल रहे हो ना, मैं मेटल हूँ, मेरे पास lustrous है, मैं sonorous हूँ, what, and non-metal like I'm colorful, okay, I'm better than you. But when they came together, when they were like, let's see, so what do I get, guys? What do I get whenever I have metals and non-metals who come together and they are like, आज देख ही देते, आज देखते ये कौन सबसे अच्छा है. So what did they find out? So when they come together, they form ionic bond. An ionic bond is one of the most strongest bond out there. मतलब आप कहना क्या चाहते हो कि वो जैसे अखाड़े में उतरे वो दोस्त बन गए. Yes. Why? Because there was an ionic bond formed between them. But why, ma'am? How, ma'am? Because metals have a very peculiar property. Do you remember which property that is? Hi, Akshay Sadhana. Hi, Meena girl. Hello. Yes. So metal has a property of losing electrons, right? Yes. And non-metal has the property of, whatever in the comment section, guys. Yes, of gaining electrons. Absolutely correct, ma'am. Matlab kya? Sodium is what, guys? What is sodium? Sodium is a metal. Yes, ma'am. What is the atomic number of metal? What is the atomic number of sodium, bacha? What is the atomic number of sodium? Anybody can tell me? Yes? Atomic number of sodium is 11. So if I tell you to write an electronic configuration, it will be 281, because 2 in the K shell, 8 in the L shell, and 1 in the M shell, right? But don't you think ये जो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है कबाब में हड्डी बन रहा है, या if it would be just 10 electrons, it would attain the nearest noble gas configuration and it would be happy, it would be stable, right? But over here, because of this one little electron, it is not good, right? Yeah, not sounding great. So sodium is like, I want to do something, I want to become stable, yeah. So what do? He's like, yeah, I have two options. Yeah, to complete my octet, I can either gain 7 electrons, yes, or either I can lose this 1 electron. So what do you think is better? 7 electrons को gain करना या 1 electron को दे देना and मस्त छुटकारा? Yes, what is better, guys? Losing 1 electron is what is the best you can do for sodium, right? Yes, absolutely correct, ma'am. So what does sodium do? It loses 1 electron. It loses 1 electron, and this electron is like, aha, finally I'm free, finally I'll get to go somewhere. अभी तक मैं क्वारंटीन में घर पे बंधा हुआ था, अब मेरे को कहीं तो जाने मिलेगा. But his happiness was short lived, guys. एकदम बेचारा इतने खुशियों से, इतने अरमानों से बाहर निकला था, but it was short lived. Why was it short lived, ma'am? Because we have another non-metal called as chlorine. Yes, do you remember chlorine? Chlorine तो हमेशा ताक पे रहता है. इलेक्ट्रॉन मिला कि नहीं मैं उसको झपटूंगा. Why, ma'am? Why does he want to gain an electron? Because for that, before going into that, can you tell me the atomic number of chlorine? Can you tell me the atomic number of chlorine? Yes, it was 17. Absolutely correct. Let's write it in electronic configuration. 2, 8, 7. Right, ma'am. So यहाँ पे 2 in the K shell fully filled, 8 in the L shell fully filled, 7 in the M shell, oh, not fully filled. So again, my M shell has 2 options. What are the options, ma'am? What are the options? It can either lose all the 7 electrons or gain 1 electron. So what is easier, guys? What is easier? 7 लोगों को घर से बाहर निकाला या एक को अंदर लेना? Yes, what is easier? What is easier is to gain 1 electron, right? And that is what my chlorine does. It gains 1 electron. लेकिन मैम इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐसे ही बाजार में बिकते नहीं है. 1 रुपए का 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले लो, 1 रुपए का 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले लो. ऐसा नहीं होता है, right? But ma'am, now only I had sodium, who gave away 1 electron, who lost 1 electron, yes, and chlorine was ready to take that electron. Why? Because it will attain the nearest noble gas configuration and it will become stable, right? Yes, absolutely right, ma'am. So it gains this 1 electron, and the electronic configuration of chlorine then becomes 2,8,8. एकदम कड़क मैम, ऐसा ही होता है. But अगर they have attained the nearest noble gas configuration, but we know noble gas are stable. Noble gases are stable, right? And they don't want to do anything with anyone. They are very non-reactive. They are अपने में ही खुश रहते, एकदम मस्त ध्यान में रहते हैं. They always do yoga. They don't have to do anything with anyone. But then why do we say कि Na and Cl will react to each other? Why will they form an ionic bond? Arre gaddo, arre, do you remember something? Do you remember something? For Na, okay, I had 11 was my atomic number. Yes, so I had 11 protons in the nucleus. I had 11 electrons. But when I lost 1 electron, my number of electrons became 10. Yes. Now who is more, guys? My electrons are more or my protons are more in the nucleus? Yes. Who is more? Arre ma'am, I have 1 extra proton, right? I have 1 extra positive charge, and that is why after losing 1 electron, I don't get Na, I get Na plus. And whenever I have an atom which consists of a positive charge, we call it as a cation, right? Yes, कुछ याद आया? Yes, absolutely correct, guys, absolutely correct. But मैम तो क्लोरीन के साथ भी ऐसे ही कुछ होना चाहिए ना? बिल्कुल सही. So chlorine also undergoes something very similar. So what is the atomic number of chlorine? मैम क्या आपको याद नहीं रहता? हमेशा हमसे पूछते रहते हो. क्या करें, पूछना पड़ता ना, some interaction because I cannot see you. So chlorine is 17, so it was 287. But ma'am, it gained 1 electron now. Yes, so it became 288. So the number of protons was 17 protons. Yes, absolutely correct. Number of electrons was 17 electrons, but gained 1 electron. So it became how much, guys? 18 electrons. So who gained number? Protons, right? Yes. क्या मैम आपको देखना नहीं आता? आके चश्मा किधर है आपका? We have electrons which are more in number than protons. How much more? Just 1 electron is more, and that is why I write chlorine minus. And chlorine minus matlab atom with negative charge. Atom with negative charge, we call it as anion, right? So I have cation plus anion, but don't we have seen movies? He opposite attract, ma'am. Opposite attract. So positive and negative is going to attract, right? And then it will form a ionic bond bana ke will form a compound which we all know as NaCl. That is your table salt. Absolutely correct. Yes. But ma'am, I get confused. I get confused whether which one is cation. The positive one is cation or the negative one is cation. So you don't need to actually be worried about it. We all know cation, yeah. You know the spelling of cation? Yes, so let's write down C-A-T-I-O-N. अरे मैम आपने T plus जैसा क्यों लिखा? क्योंकि हम T को हम plus जैसा लिख सकते हैं, which will be your hint to understand and remember that cation has positive in nature. Yes, it has positive charge. So here you have your shortcut, guys. I hope it will be easier for you to now remember. Yes, you understood. So I have sodium loses one electron, chlorine gains one electron, they become cation and anion, which they are attracted to each other, yes, and they form an ionic bond, which leads to the formation of an ionic compound. And in this case, I have NaCl, which is sodium chloride. So if you understand it, give me a big fat thumbs up. Man, cracking sound. Oh, there is some construction going on, bacha party, chilla party in the sense. I cannot do much about it, but yeah, sorry. So just to sum all of this up, let's look at this. You have Na, which is giving away one electron to fluorine. Yes, because fluorine also needs one electron. Then it becomes a cation and the other one becomes an anion, and they come together to form an ionic compound. Clear? Yes? Should we move on, guys? Shall we move on? Yes. So, ma'am, बहुत हो गया. Ionic ना बहुत हो गया. Everything is just like fit into my brain. Now let's study covalent. Why? Because this is the one which will be your pillar, in this chapter, that is carbon and carbon compounds. Right? Yes? So let's look into it. Now, मैम आपने ना टिफिन वाला एग्जाम्पल दिया था, तो भी वही कंटिन्यू करते हैं. So if you go and you just take रोटी भाजी, ओके, ठीक है, लेकिन आप जो भाजी लेके गए ना, वो ना बैगन का भरता है, मस्त एकदम अमेजिंग, एकदम टेस्टी वाला बैगन का भरता है, जो आपकी मम्मी बहुत अच्छा बनाते हैं, या पनीर की सब्जी है, बराबर है कि नहीं? यस. एंड यू डोंट टेल एनीबॉडी, यू जस्ट टेल योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड, क्योंकि बेस्ट फ्रेंड को भी बहुत पसंद है. यस. सो व्हाट डज यू एंड योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड डू गाइस? यू विल बी लाइक, चल कोने में चलते हैं, शेयर करके खा लेंगे, बराबर है कि नहीं? कोने में चल के चुप चुप के शेयर करके खा लेंगे, किसी को पता भी नहीं चलेगा. Yes. So over here, what are we doing, guys? जो तेरा है वो मेरा है, जो मेरा है वो तेरा. Right? Why? What are we doing here? We are sharing. We are sharing, guys. We are sharing. We are being good kids because teacher ने सिखाया नहीं, sharing करना होता है. Yes. So let's look into covalent bonding. So, hi Manak, hi Rahul Singh. Yes, ma'am. How many lecture of this chapter? This is the first session. We'll have one more session which will happen after exactly 1 week on YouTube. Yes, Oppa is also here, I think. Okay, so let's move and let's see what is covalent bonding. Yes, hydrogen, ma'am. Yeah, can you see it is hydrogen? Because it has only one electron and I have a humongous H which is written in the center. So obviously it is hydrogen. So do you know hydrogen in the atmosphere is present in the form of H2, right? तो H2 मतलब कितना? 2 एटम है हाइड्रोजन का. Yes, 2 एटम है. तो ये 2 एटम साथ में आए कैसे? किसने लाया इनको साथ में? So I have another hydrogen atom, guys. Yes. And what happens? They are like, yaar, I know they have only one shell, guys, right? They have just one shell, that is the K shell. That too with one electron each. But we all know K shell को पूरा fill करने के लिए we need 2 electrons. And if I get 2 electrons, I will attain the nearest noble gas configuration. Yes, ma'am. So how can they do it? How can they do it without going to anybody else? They'll be like, हाइड्रोजन भाई. हाँ भाई बोलना यार, मेरा भी सेम कंडीशन है, मेरे को भी ना मेरा ये जो ऑक्टेट है ना फुल करने का. हाँ, अरे भाई, cannot we help each other out? तुमको भी सेम करने का, मुझे भी सेम करना है. So let's come together, right? Yes, and that is what happens, guys. That is what happens. Can you see? Can you see this? You have one electron of hydrogen from here and another from here, and दोनों atom का चक्कर लगाते हैं. Yes, they both are sharing both of the electrons, and that is why both of the octets have now 2 electrons each. And over here I have a very nice bond formation, and I get the formation of H2 through covalent bonding. How? Because they are sharing electrons, guys. They are sharing electrons. They are like, जो तेरा है वो मेरा है. ठीक है? Okay. And now we will rock the world. Clear? Hi, Meenagiri. Ma'am, why are you not coming on special classes? Akshar, I have a special class today. My special class on Unacademy app is today at 4 p.m. It is today at 4 p.m. शाम को 4 बजे हम मिलेंगे आपसे on Unacademy Plus. Unacademy Special. So over here, you will see that they are sharing one electron each. In the sense, they are sharing 2 electrons. Yes, they are sharing 2 electrons, bacha. So when 2 electrons are shared, we get the formation of one covalent bond, right? एकदम simple है. ये देखो, एक bond इधर है, एक electron इसका है, and दोनों साथ में आके एक bond बना दिया. So single covalent bond. Yes. So hydrogen and hydrogen, that is H2, is formed from a single covalent bond. Okay, I hope I'm clear till here. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. So ma'am, सिर्फ single covalent bond होता है क्या? सिर्फ single covalent bond होता है क्या? अरे नहीं. We also have compounds forming with double and triple covalent bond. Let's see who they are. Now we come to oxygen. Can anyone tell me the atomic number of oxygen, guys? Anyone? Atomic number of oxygen? Yes. Oxygen का atomic number. I am waiting. Hi Anushka. Hi Suman Lata. Anyone can tell me? And guys, do not forget this is a YouTube live session. So you come here, you like the session if you like it, and comment, and yes, remember that. Oxygen atomic number 8. Ayush Kashyap says it's 8. Do you agree, guys? Is it 8? Okay, let's go with Ayush. Ayush says it is 8. Yes, you can see even in the diagram. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ma'am, dance सिखा रहे हो क्या? नहीं. We're just counting the electrons. So एक के पास 8 है, एक के पास 8 है. But so let's write in the electronic configuration, right? So I have 2, 6. But ma'am, if he gains just 2 electrons, what is he going to have? He is going to have a fully complete orbit, right? Yes, and he will attain the nearest noble gas configuration and he'll be stable. Finally, right? Yes. So configuration is 2, 6. Valency कितना है? कितना है valency oxygen का? 2. That is absolutely correct. So now what we'll do? So they decide, let's each one of us share 2 electrons. So what is going to happen? जो तेरा है वो मेरा है, जो मेरा है वो तेरा, right? So what will happen, guys? I will have formation of 2 bonds because now they are sharing how many electrons? They are sharing 4 electrons, guys. Yes, and when we share 4 electrons, I get the formation of a double covalent bond. Clear? So if you have doubts still here, please let me know. Thank you so much, Prakhar. I hope that is how we pronounce your name. Sorry if it is wrong. Hi, Bikaj. Hi. Thank you so much, Prakhar. Prakhar, I don't know, but thank you. Let's move ahead. मैम आपने बोला था ट्रिपल बॉन्ड भी होता है कि नहीं? है कि नहीं? So let's see how triple bond happens. For triple bond, we have the classic example of nitrogen, because nitrogen again in the atmosphere is present in the form of N2. तो ये जो 2 नाइट्रोजन हैं, they are like यार क्या दूसरों के पास जाने का, एंड सब लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं like if you want छुट्टा, okay, अगर आपको ना कुछ खरीदना है एंड 500 के छुट्टे चाहिए and you go to each and every दुकान वाला and they are like नहीं है, छुट्टा दे दो ना अंकल, नहीं है, छुट्टा दे दो ना अंकल, नहीं है, right? They are so mean to you sometimes, right? So nitrogen is also like यार सबसे मांग के थक गया, मुझे कोई बॉन्ड ही नहीं बनाता, let's do something. Yes, so I have nitrogen. फिर दूसरा नाइट्रोजन देख लेता है उसकी व्यथा. Yes, and he's like यार तू किधर दर की ठोकरें खा रहा है, let's go together and let's form a bond together. But how will they form a bond together, ma'am? How? First we need to know what is their atomic number. So what is the atomic number of nitrogen, guys? Atomic number of nitrogen, anybody? Yes, atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So if it gains 3 electrons, it is going to have a stable or fully filled electronic orbit. Yes, a shell which is fully filled. So what do? We find out the valency. Both of the valencies are 3. So now they'll be like, let's share 3 electrons each. And again, it will be like, जो तेरा है वो मेरा है, जो मेरा है वो तेरा. Right? And I am going to get एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर से, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर से, इधर से, इधर से. And ये दोनों भी दोनों shells के चक्कर लगाएंगे. Yes. And they will be filling each other's orbit. Absolutely correct. And I will get the formation of 3 covalent bond, guys. Why, ma'am? 3? Because the number of electrons shared over here is 6. But ma'am, कुछ तो जाना पहचाना लग रहा है. Don't you think? Whenever you know the number of electrons that are shared, and you divide them by the number 2. You will get that how many covalent bonds they share, right? You want to test this for electron shared is denoted. Where is my pen? Yeah, मेरे को पेन ही नहीं दिख रही. आपको दिख रही है? हाँ, दिख गई. It is denoted by small n. So let's see. The number of electrons shared is 6. Then let's divide it by 2 and let's see if we get the correct answer. So 6 by 2 gives me 3. And don't they form 3 covalent bonds? Yes, ma'am. And that is how you get to know the number of covalent bonds that is shared between 2 atoms. Clear? Yes. And in 9th standard, we have already studied when 2 atoms come together, form a compound, it is called, like for example, N2, O2, H2. They are all diatomic molecules. Clear? Yes. Very good, Bacha Pate. Very good. Let's move ahead. Yes, yes. Now some things for you to always remember, and don't be a gajni. Don't be a gajni. Okay, 15 minute बाद you're like, ma'am क्या पढ़ा? कुछ याद नहीं है. So let's see what you need to always remember. So first you need to remember कि hydrogen का valency 1 है. Obviously ना ma'am, 1 electron. Yes, in the outermost shell. So how many covalent bond does it form? It forms 1 covalent bond. So if you see oxygen, what is the valency, guys? Oxygen valency is 2, ma'am, and it is also forming 2 covalent bonds. Right. So there is a relation. There is a relation between how many. What is the valency and how many covalent bonds they form. Okay. Yes. So what do we have? Nitrogen, ma'am, valency was 3 and the number of covalent bonds that were formed was again 3. Very guys, very nice. You are understanding. Now you are understanding. Can you see the gajni, guys? मेरे बिल्कुल पीछे है अगर आपको दिख रहा है गजनी. Can you see the gajni? कार्बन का क्या करेंगे मैम? जिसके ऊपर चैप्टर है उसके ऊपर तो right. So what is the valency of carbon, guys? What is the valency of carbon, if you can tell me? Valency of carbon, guys. Anybody? La 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 lo re do ru ru ru. Valency of carbon. 4. Right. So how many covalent bonds will carbon have? Yes, it is going to have 4 amazing covalent bonds. And don't forget the formula that I just told you. So valency is equal to the number of covalent bonds formed. Oh my god. Ma'am, आप तो shortcut के ऊपर shortcut देते जा रहे हो याद रखने के लिए. Yes. So this is another way which you can remember the number of covalent bonds that are formed. Clear? Yes. So you can also find out the same thing by knowing how many electrons that they have shared, and you will denote it by small n. You will denote it by small n, right? Yes. And you'll denote it by small n. Then you will divide it by 2 and you will get the number of covalent bonds that are formed. Clear? Is it clear, guys? I hope you have no doubts still here. If you do have any doubts on ionic and covalent bonding, please let me know. Tab tak ke liye, let's move ahead. So we are done, okay? We are done with ionic bonding, and that is why a bomb blast is going on here. And we are done with covalent bonding. Thank God is what you're feeling. But we have some little things to remember about covalent bond that forms in carbon. Yes, so let's begin with that. So now we are moving on to covalent bonding in carbon, guys. So if you see, based on the number of bonds between carbons are present, we classify carbon into three groups, because classification is very important, guys. बराबर है कि नहीं? अभी दाल के section में जाओगे and mummy tells you to bring tur dal, but you go with urad dal. I'm damn sure whatever I'm telling you don't understand, because you don't know a single thing about dals, right? So over here, classification is very important, because you will know the spelling of dal. Yes, you'll go into the mall, you'll walk onto the aisle which contains dal, yes, and you will just pick the dal which says the same spelling, right? अगर सब गिचड़ा गुचड़ा होगा, will you be able to identify which one is which? No, right? So over here also, based on the number of covalent bonds that the carbons share, we have divided them into three amazing groups. Okay, so the first one is, hi Rituja, hello. So the first one is alkane. Yes. The second one is alkene. And the third one is alkyne. The first pola, तो obviously it will have one sharing covalent bond, ma'am. Yes, and that is why it will have a single bond. Okay, then the second will have two bonds that they are sharing. Absolutely correct. So over here there will be two covalent bonds that they share, and in the alkyne one they have three covalent bonds that they share. Clear? So alkane with a single bond, alkene with a double bond, and alkyne with a triple bond. Clear? Yes. What is the valency? What is, ma'am, please take Maharashtra board syllabus. That is not there in the Unacademy. When Unacademy launches it, I'll do it. So valency is 4. Valency is 4. The electronic configuration is 2 and 4. Yes, ma'am, absolutely right. But अभी carbon का क्या हो जाता है? थोड़ा लफड़ा हो जाता है, yeah? Because it has 4 electrons. It has 2 options. It can either give away all the 4 electrons, or it can either gain 4 electrons to complete it or detect and become a noble gas configuration. तो वो ऐसा क्यों नहीं करता? वो क्यों covalent bonding करता है is what we are going to see in the next session, guys. So stay tuned for that. But before that, let's finish this. So I have carbon, yes, out of which it decides to share one electron each, yes, and this leads to the formation of carbon-carbon single bond, which is a alkane. In the same manner, when there is formation of double bond, वो दो electrons को share करते हैं between two carbons, yes, and they lead to the formation of carbon-carbon double bond. Clear? Then when we talk about triple bond, they share three electrons each, and which leads to the formation of 3 bonds, which is called as triple bond. Okay? Yes. How are you, Rituja? I'm absolutely fine, Bacha. How are you doing? And Menti. We'll have Menti in the next session. Yes. Let's move on. So, single bond alkanes for your revision, double bond alkene for your revision, and triple bond alkyne again. Okay, so this is a homework for you. This is a homework for you. Now, guys, I know you cannot see the yellow thing that I have here. Okay, so this contains nothing but my referral code. So if you're interested to join Unacademy Plus, you can, and if you like how I teach, you can you can use the code BB60, because my name is Bhavana Bisht. So we have BB60 and you can avail a 10% off on your subscription. Yes. And this is your homework. You can take a SS or you can come back to it. You can, the timestamp, I don't know what the timestamp will be. Let's see. Don't know. So yeah, around you go to 1:40. Yeah, you will get the homework, and please do it, and I'll see it in the next session, right? Yes. Thank you so much, Rituja. And I have a special class, guys. I have a special class today on Unacademy at 4 p.m. Okay. सो मैम अभी तो पूरा हो गया. आपने एक बड़ा बॉम्ब फोड़ दिया. यस, मैंने एक बड़ा बॉम्ब फोड़ दिया. किसके ऊपर? आयन एक बॉन्ड के ऊपर. Covalent bonding and covalent bonding in carbon. We are all done with it. Yes, and that is why you have a big bomb on it. I did not need to make a cross over it. So yeah. Okay. Yes. So we are done with bonding. Now we'll move on to hydrocarbons. Okay, so you don't have much of hydrocarbons in your syllabus, but I'm just teaching you because you should know actually what they are, and also we'll do properties of carbon. Then we have homologous series, functional groups, isomerism, IUPAC nomenclature, which is all deleted from your portion. Okay, and also macromolecules and polymers and soap and everything is also deleted. So yeah, we are just left with chemical properties of carbon compounds and important carbon compounds. Okay, okay, and we are just going to look through them. Okay, okay. Yes, Rutuja, I'll try and take Maharashtra board syllabus later on. Okay. So now we are moving on to part 2 of the session, and that is properties of carbon. Okay. But don't you think before we go on to part 2 that we might need what? Properties of carbon, ma'am. Yes. So always remember, now when we were seeing, did you not see that carbon was bonding with another carbon atom? Yes. And we were like so confident that that is going to last. That bond is going to last. That relationship is going to last. Q. Because carbon has this uncanny ability to form extremely strong covalent bonds with their another carbon atom. Yes, उनके भाई. Amazing strong covalent bond, and this ability of carbon to come together to bond with another of their carbon atom, yes, and form a big molecule is called as catenation. Yes, this property of carbon atom is called as catenation power. Clear? Yes, ma'am, this is new channel. No, this channel was already there for a very long time, but I don't think so you have come here. Okay, so you understand what catenation is. Carbon has a unique ability to form strong covalent bonds with other carbon atoms. Yes, bye, behen. Yes, and then when they come together and they come in great numbers, guys. Okay, so this is called as catenation. But ma'am, why only catenation is with carbon only? Why not anybody else? So silicon also has the property of catenation, but they cannot go about 12 to 20 silicon atoms. Yes, but where you see carbon, 22 carbon, 50 carbon, nothing happens. Yes, so this is how they go on and on and on and on and on, and they form a number of bonds. Clear? But among themselves, and this is called as catenation power. George, this kind of language is not appreciated. Yes, so let's continue with the lecture, guys. So now we saw already that carbon come together to form a single bond, a double bond, and a triple bond, right? Yes, so that is another property of carbon. Then, ma'am, the valency of carbon is 4. But I have also seen carbon being called tetravalent. So what is tetravalent? Yeah, tetra stands for 4. Tetra stands for 4. Valent comes from valency, and that is why together we call carbon as a tetravalent compound. Carbon, clear? Yes. Hi Rituja, welcome. You can join me on Unacademy. We will be doing the same chapter at the special class at 4. So this results in the formation of many compounds because char valency hai, char jagah hai where it can form bonds with another atoms, right? So it can give all the 4 electrons to just one, to give one, yes. So it will become CH4, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन एक हाइड्रोजन के इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ शेयर हो रहा है, so which will lead to the formation of CH4. Then 3 electrons are shared with hydrogen, 1 is shared with chlorine, that will lead to the formation of CH3Cl. Then 2 with hydrogen, 2 with chlorine, CH2Cl2. Then we'll have CHCl3 because only 1 with hydrogen and 3 with chlorine. And the last one we have is CCl2. Now you'll be like, ma'am, ये क्या है? इनका कुछ नाम नहीं है क्या? How will I know this is this? So for that, if it is just CH4, it is called as methane. It is a natural gas, guys. You must have heard it before also. We use it in the formation of biogas. It is a natural gas. It is a clean energy. Yes, but it also helps in increasing the greenhouse gases. Yes, that is right. So we have methane. Then when there is one chlorine coming in, it is called as methyl chloride. So when there is 2 hydrogen and 2 chlorines, it is called as methylene chloride. Then CHCl3 is called as chloroform. You must have seen CID में बाकी सब movies में कैसे बोले chloroform लाओ इनको हम ना kidnap करेंगे यार सोचो kidnapping वाली gas होती है ना, that is chloroform. Then we have CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride. Clear? Yes. Hi Poonam, hello. Hi Poonam, welcome to the session. Guys, I have a special class on Unacademy. For that, you just have to go to the you have to just go to the Play Store. You have to go to the Play Store and download the Unacademy Learning app. Yes, in that you have to select your class. For you, it will be class CBSE 10th standard, and you can type my name or you can go to the live lectures which are available and you will find me under the name Bhavana Bisht. Yes, I have a special class. I have a special class at 4 p.m. today. Okay, yes. So I'll see you there, guys. Hi Ayush Kashyap, you can send me the homework on the Telegram channel, or you can send it to me on the Unacademy app, or you can just put it in the comment section of this video. Clear? Yes, Ayush? Now is the class over? No, the class is not over. So I hope you have no doubt still here in properties of carbon. Yes. So elements having, like, I know you might have asked this question कि मैम catenation सिर्फ कार्बन के पास होता है क्या? नहीं. So कार्बन है, सिलिकॉन है, सल्फर है, बोरॉन है. These all beautiful people have the ability to do catenation. ठीक है? Okay. Now, yeah, let's move ahead to hydrocarbons. Okay, so now I hope everything was clear till here. Now hydrocarbons, as the name suggests, it's very easy. It is like next level easy, guys. एकदम अलग ही easy है, right? So what do we have here, ma'am? What do we have here? नाम पढ़ो ना, नाम पढ़ो. Like if you want to ask me, what is the meaning of my name? Right, so my name is what, guys? As you can read here, my name is Bhavana. Do you know what is the meaning of Bhavana? Anyone knows what is the meaning of Bhavana? Yes? Yes, it is nothing but emotions or feelings. Right, that is what my name is. Like literal transition, एकदम literal translate कर सकते हो आप उसको. बट ये हाइड्रोकार्बन क्या है, तो क्या होगा? हाइड्रोकार्बन क्या होगा? एकदम लिटरल ट्रांसलेट, एकदम डायरेक्टली ट्रांसलेट कर दो, क्या हो जाएगा? इट इज गोइंग टू बी हाइड्रो विच स्टैंड्स फॉर हाइड्रोजन. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. एंड कार्बन विच ऑब्वियसली स्टैंड्स फॉर कार्बन. Right, so any element, any compound which is going to have both hydrogen and carbon present in it is called as hydrocarbon. Clear? Very easy. So the compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen as the only two elements is called as hydrocarbons, or are called as hydrocarbons. Okay, so you can write this definition down. So the smallest hydrocarbon that you're going to find in the whole world is CH4. It is CH4, that is methane. Okay, yes, the smallest hydrocarbon. So now we have already classified carbon, yes, into three groups, that is alkane, alkene and alkyne. Yes, ma'am. But now we are also going to do another classification that is based on the type of bond that they share, based on the type of bond that they share. Okay, so if it is a single bond, it will come under saturated. If it is a double or a triple bond, it will come under unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so let's look into them. So whenever I say saturated hydrocarbon, okay, whenever I say saturated hydrocarbons, so in saturated hydrocarbons I have alkanes. Okay, I have just alkanes. So you'll be like, ma'am, kya CCl will come under hydrocarbon? No, there is just carbon, there is no hydrogen, so you cannot bring CCl4 into hydrocarbons. Okay, yes, so only the compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen only will come under hydrocarbon. So let's see. Hi Mansi, hello guys. If you're here, and please do not forget to like the video. Okay, yes. So when I talk about alkanes, what are alkanes, ma'am? The hydrocarbons having single covalent bond between carbon atoms are called as alkanes. Yes, another definition, you can write it down. I'll drink some water. You also drink, because hydration is essential. What is next, ma'am? So what are the examples of alkane? Alkane is, yes, Akshar Sadhana. Yes, what happened, Rutuja? Okay, so we have CH4, ma'am. Please take Menti. Also, Menti will happen in the next session, bacha. Next session, which will happen after 1 week on YouTube. Same thing, yeah. Same. We'll continue the same chapter, and then we'll have Menti. So how we make CH4, ma'am? So I take C. I make 4 bonds because it has 4 electrons to share, and then hydrogen also brings one electron, and they share each of their electrons, and then each of them has 2 electrons. Yes, and this is how carbon का valency भी full हो गया. 4 electrons उसको मिल गए. Yes, they are like तो मेरा है वो तेरा है, right? So it has 8 electrons now, and each and every hydrogen has 2 electrons each, right? And this is how they form methane. Hi formic music. I was going to read your name as formic acid. Rituja, where do you get notes? On the YouTube channel, I don't think so you'll get any notes. You will have to subscribe to Unacademy Plus. Yes. Otherwise, when you attend Unacademy special class, you can download the PDF of any presentation that is going on. The PDF you can download on Unacademy special. So what is this? I have 2 carbons. I have 6 hydrogens, which form C2H6, right? And the other example is C3H8, that is propane. Okay, then these are some examples of saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, that is only and only alkanes, guys. So till now, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Ma'am, plus पे course, new course कब launch होगा? Formic acid, I already have a course, which optics का course, which is going on plus. So you can join me there. ठीक है? Hi Devendra Pandey, good afternoon. So, if some of you are not understanding कि मैम ये bonding हुआ कैसे, what is happening over here? So, we all know कि carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost shell, right? So, I write carbon and I write 4 electrons, right? I take 4 electrons. So, now these 4 electrons, either I can take someone who needs these 1 electrons and they will become completely filled, they will attain the nearest noble gas configuration. So we know hydrogen. Hydrogen has 1 electron in the outermost shell. Yes, so hydrogen is like मैं आ रहा हूँ कार्बन भाई मैं आ रहा हूँ प्लीज आप किसी और के साथ बॉन्ड मत बनाओ प्लीज किसी और के साथ बॉन्ड मत बनाओ तो हाइड्रोजन comes, let's write it with another pen. तो हाइड्रोजन कम्स ओवर हियर, शेयर्स 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन, दूसरा हाइड्रोजन अकेले जाएगा क्या, मेरे को भी लेकर चलना, मेरे को भी फुल करना है अपना ऑक्टेट, ये टंकी फुल करनी है. सो इट टेक्स इट ब्रिंग्स अनदर हाइड्रोजन दैट आई हैव अनदर वन, जो आता है मैं भी आ रहा हूँ, यस, एंड देन एक छोटा हाइड्रोजन और एक आ जाता है, वी हैव अनदर हाइड्रोजन व्हिच शेयर्स one more electron, right? And now what is going to happen, guys? Now what is going to happen? They are like, let's form a bond together where we both share both of our electrons, and that happens only in covalent bond, right, guys? Yes. So now what will happen here? They will form a covalent bond, they will form a covalent bond, they will form a covalent bond, they will form a covalent bond where they share their electrons, right? So now if you see carbon, अभी carbon देखो चांदी, हाँ एकदम चांदी. Carbon has apna 4 electrons. Yes, now it also got 4 electrons from 4 hydrogens. Yes, so first, earlier the electronic configuration of carbon was 2, 4. Now it became 2, 8. And ma'am, the L shell is completely filled. In the sense what? It has attained the nearest noble gas configuration and it is stable, right? But it has also formed a compound with 4 hydrogens. Yes, absolutely correct, ma'am. And that is why we lead the formation, which leads to the formation of CH4. Rutuja, do you understand now? Hi, Akansha Chauhan. Hello. Okay. Is it understandable? Do you understand now? Yes, Rutuja. So if you have any doubts, if you still do not understand how they are forming bonds over here, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so I take it that you everybody have understood. Okay, so this is how we get the formation of CH4, C2H6, C3H8, and so on and so forth. Okay, yes. Now, whenever you go on and you want to study about alkane, alkene, alkynes, yes, so it is always considerable to make columns, yes, and then write all of them together. So when you go and revise, okay, so now what are you saying? So you make one column, okay, you make one column of alkane, you make another column of alkene, you make another column of alkyne, yes, and then you write all of their properties one below the other, so you don't have to actually go through the pages at the last moment, you just look at one page and you're done. Understood? Yes. Hi Abhinav Pandey. Hi guys. So that is it for today, guys. That is it for today. So if you have any doubts or anything and you have your homework, yes, so this is, let me show you your homework. So this is your homework, guys, and if you enjoyed this session, do not, and if you would like to continue your education with Unacademy, you can come to Unacademy, download the Unacademy app, take a plus subscription, and if you like me, right, if you like how I teach, you can use my referral code, that is BB60, and you will get a whooping 10% discount. Absolutely correct. And this is your homework. You can send me your answers in the comment section below, and yeah, that is it. So any doubts, anything, please let me know. And I'll see you in the special session which is happening on Unacademy app. There's a special class which I'll be taking today at 4 p.m. Yes. So I'll see you there. Bye-bye, guys. And don't be a Jethalala when you see the homework. Be like Ayyar and do all the homework. Okay? Yes? Chalo chilla badi. I'll see you Thank you so much, Abhinav. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like the video. If you like the video, share with your friends. Like if you like, obviously, me teaching, share with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. And like, guys, like. And comment your homeworks. So there are so many of me are saying you goodbye. And I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye. Bye guys. Stay home, stay safe. Okay.